Okay, since we've got this written, we now need to open up our spreadsheet and start putting this into place. So I've got a date in E3 over here, and then I've got various places here for name, address and postcode, etc. Right, so this isn't very taxing at all. So there's a bit for date there. I'm hoping it matches what I said on my design. Oh no, I said E3, so maybe I'll just drag this down to E3. So that's where my date's going to go, and then I said a formula is going to be automatic in there, and then my name starts in E5. So I don't know, maybe I'll insert some rows and put it into E5 so that it actually fits in E5. And insert. So there's E5, right? So there's my name, and let's sort my date out again, which is in E3. So let's put my date in E3. So date goes in E3, and one of the things we said about date was that date was going to come up automatically. And there's a great formula in Excel, which is equals today, open bracket, close bracket, like that. You press enter, it will put in today's date, and then we can format that. So I can right click on that and say choose format cells, and then I can choose how I'd like the date to be written. And one of the nice things is you can choose this thing which is called custom, and in at the top here, if I want the actual month written, then if I just put in another M, then it puts the month in, and if I don't want those forward strokes in between there, then I can delete those. So that's how I'd like my date written, because that looks quite nice, and then I can say OK. And because I've put a formula in and because I've formatted it, I now go back to my design sheet and I say what the formula is. So formula went here, didn't it? So it was equals today bracket bracket, and then you can be really clever and just say something like format to show month name. I don't know, something like that, something which somebody will look at your design and go, oh wow, you've done a fantastic spreadsheet. So that's the date bit over and done with. So name we said would go here and the address would go here. So let's just type in some dummy names. Mr. John Smith, who lives in 39 High Street in Hampton, which is part of London, I imagine. And then postcode TW3R4RT or something like that. Okay, so that doesn't actually seem to be taking up as much space as it should. So again, I'll format that and send it all to the right. Oh, these cells need to be merged, and you can do that by highlighting and merging those cells like so, and then you can write on your design that you've merged those cells. Okay, the next bit really is not that difficult. I've basically copied from my design sheet stock code, range, description, price, number required, VAT, and the last thing on there was subtotal. So again, on your spreadsheet, very straightforward, stock code, range, description, price, number required, subtotal, and I've formatted these so that when they, number required is wrapped, and so to make these go into the center of the page, because they normally just sort of sit right like that, or sometimes they sit like that. So I've just got them to sit right in the middle of the cell. So this is all formatting. There's nothing massively exciting about that. The only other thing I've put in there is a VAT rate, and I've typed in 20% because in the subtotal we're going to use this rate to calculate the price and the number required and times that by the VAT. So that's why I've put VAT in there, and obviously if I put VAT in there, then I need to go back here and type in the fact that I've put VAT, and then in here I've typed in 20%. Okay, that's all the formatting bit done. So what we're going to do now is we're basically, because we've got all this information like range, description, price already stored in our spreadsheets, we're going to basically write some formulae which will give us all the stock codes that we could possibly have, and then once we select a stock code, the range, the description and the price is filled in automatically. So that's what we're going to do next when I show you that bit of the video. So that will be in video number 16.